Hello, I'm Mark Hepp with campgroundviews.com. I want to be the first one to invite you to a special event we're throwing on May 11th and 12th, 2020. It's called the Back to Camping Summit. The entire purpose of this event is to get you as a park owner, operator, manager, or staff member the information, strategies, and action plans you're going to need to operate your park as you're leaving this COVID crisis and then post-COVID crisis. So how do you clean your restrooms? How do you clean your bathrooms? How do you interact with customers in your office? Are there tools that you can use that will virtually make those experiences better, easier, more simple, safer? What is the consumer going to be like post-COVID, during COVID, and then maybe a few years down the road? What are people saying right now about camping, and what can you do to get those people in there? We're going to be addressing those questions plus any other questions you bring in by bringing together a whole list of professionals into the event. In fact, let's take a look real fast at the professionals that'll be involved so you can see and learn a little bit from them. So this is the Back to Camping Summit page. It's a web page that you can go to at btcamping.com. This is where you would go to register. And the sessions, we have the speaker lineup that's really the who's who of folks within the industry. First off, the event is kicked off and highlighted by Toby O'Rourke from KOA, who's our keynote speaker. We have Donna Bordeaux from campgroundaccounting.com. She's specifically going to be discussing pricing and discounting, what you can do within your pricing to dynamically and systematically be ready for anything that's coming your way. A really important session. Larry Brownfield, the Director of Franchise Development from KOA, he's going to be talking about creating your action plan for success, actually giving you a month-by-month, step-by-step plan that you can implement at your park to get through this COVID crisis. Michael Elliott from Camp and Park Accounting will be discussing finances and how you can thrive financially in a post-COVID world, giving you specific strategies for utilizing the monies that you've received either through the PPP or from your savings to get through this and succeed after it. Wade Elliott, you probably know Wade Elliott, he handles Utility Supply Group, that's his company, he talks about utilities. He's going to give us an action plan for reopening. So if your park's been closed a little longer than normal, he's going to talk about what you need to do to actually get your park back up and operational, and make sure you're keeping your expenses as low as possible as you start operating your park in an unknown business environment. The person you probably don't know, but you really should, is John Gray from RV Share. That's one of those websites where people rent other folks' RVs. They reached out. They're actually seeing some unique trends in areas that are starting to open, and he's going to come share those ideas with us and share what the consumers are actually doing on the RV rental side. Heather Gear from Campers App. Campers App has all these virtual tools that they've been working on over time. You'll discover those virtual tools and how you can apply those to your park today and how to think about virtual experiences going forward. Kelly Halter, her family owns and operates a campground up in Maine, and she's a professional who's going to come in and talk about resiliency. So giving us that rah-rah speech, but not so much. It's really based in fact and about how you can overcome this, you can make it through this, and you can succeed. So really excited about her presentation. Patrick Hardy is the CEO of Hytropy and Disaster Hawk. He is our industry godsend because he's a disaster specialist, literally in the right place at the right time. He's going to talk to us about how we come out of a disaster, how we prepare for the next one, and he also has all the guidelines that you're going to need to start cleaning your areas and keeping them clean during all this. Chris Hipple from Levitt, he's going to go into a historical analysis of how our industry has recovered from previous crises and give us ideas on what things look like, what markers you should look for, and even some ideas on how to rapidly come out of this crisis. You'll notice there's a lot of speakers here. I'm going through all of them because it's so darn important for your business, give you an idea of how valuable this is. Back to Camping Summit, bt.camping.com, it's all these folks. Irene Jones, she's going to talk about what does being open look like with a plan for how to deal with your employees and your park regulations in a post-COVID world. So, how do those rules impact your employees? How do those rules impact your guests? She's going to dive into that. Myself, I'm Mark Hepp. I'm going to talk about marketing and marketing to a changed consumer. The consumer has changed. How do you reach them? How do you communicate with them? And what do you need to watch out for in this changed world? We'll go over that topic. Mark and Julie Bennett from RV Love, they'll join with RV Lifestyle, and Kyle for a opening day on Monday morning, they're going to kick it off, and they're actually out there surveying their camping audience. They all reach over 1 million campers. They're going to tell us what they're hearing from their campers. Joe Moore, Moore's Campground Consulting, he's going to go into operations and talk about getting a grip on your operations and management for your park and what that looks like in a post-COVID world. How do you recover from those work campers that didn't show up? How do you get more work campers in there? How do you deal with employees that are at risk of potentially getting COVID and having a negative consequence from it? Joe's going to go into that in depth. Sarah Riley is our expert from England. She speaks to about 4,000 to 5,000 glamping accommodation owners around the world, and she's going to talk specifically about glamping and what you can expect if you have those alternative accommodations in a post-COVID world. Andy from RV Life, has the data. He reaches something like 46 million campers annually. He's going to tell us what they're thinking now, what they're talking about, and what he's seeing from his audience and how it's going to affect your business. Christine Taylor, she's our resident legal expert. Her family, she actually grew up in campgrounds in the camping industry, and now she's a lawyer. She's going to bring us to terms with the legal implications of opening in a post-COVID world so that you have a grounding and understanding of your legal implications of your actions. Should be a really good topic. Another park owner joining us is Erin from In-Town Campground and Outside Inn in Nevada City, California. She's going to give us a step-by-step guide on how we can utilize social media to reach guests in a post-COVID world. Josh Weisenstein and Cody Sauer from LLA Hospitality. This is a lot of folks, isn't it? Are you getting how valuable this is? And catch this, the whole event costs $50. We have a scholarship available if that $50 is a big hurdle, but it's $50. You're getting access to all these people and all this information May 11th and 12th. So it's in a couple weeks from now. And then your access is good through May 31st. So if you miss those days, you can go back and rewatch these sessions. Josh and Cody are going to talk about immersive hospitality and getting the art of enhancing your guest experience, how you can make sure your guests have amazing experiences, even with certain amenities shut down. Last and certainly not least on our list are Mike and Jen Wendland from RV Lifestyle and Kyle from Drivin' and Vibin', who will be joining with Mark and Julie for our opening session. The event is the Back to Camping Summit. It is taking place May 11th and 12th. It's all online here at backtocamping.btcamping.com. You can register right here on the site. Go into the attendee registration page, and you'll see the button here. You simply click this to log in and create your access right here. If you have a coupon code, feel free to enter it there. If you're an exhibitor or somebody inside the industry, you can reach out to us to get access to this. The whole purpose is to help the industry. That's our entire goal. If you need help, you need help. That actually shouldn't be a question. You need help. We're here to help. The industry is here to help. We're coming together in this one place, Back to Camping Summit, May 11th through 12th. I look forward to seeing you there. I'm Mark Hepp with Campground Views and the Back to Camping Summit. Let's all come together and get back camping safely, happily, and soon. Talk to you later. Bye.